मुनित्रय प्रार्थना। येनाक्षर समाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारञ्च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ नमः पाणिनिकात्यायन पतञ्जलिभ्यः शब्दविद्या संप्रदाय प्रवर्तकेभ्यो मुनिभ्यो महद्भ्यो गुरुभ्यः। In the last class, we have started with the introductory remarks for proceeding to the second quarter of the first Adhyaya, second pada of first Adhyaya. So that those introductory remarks we will continue in this class also. In the last class, I have mentioned a few things about dhatus, verb roots, and the dhatu patha by Pāṇini. The dhatus are divided by Pāṇini in 10 groups. This is one of the greatest benefits imparted by Pāṇini for study of grammar. They are called dhatu ganas, the groups of dhatus. Each group distinguishes itself from the other groups by a certain pratyaya, which is called vikarana pratyaya. This vikarana pratyaya separates each group from the other groups. Pāṇini has classified all the dhatus having a particular vikarana pratyaya in one group. These vikarana pratyayas are used to convey certain senses of the verbs. This is a essential suffix to the dhatu to prepare verbs in certain tenses. I will briefly deal with this dhatu ganas. The first gana is called bhuadi gana. That means bhu adi gana. That means in this gana, bhu is the first dhatu given. That is why it is called bhu adi, bhuadi gana. This contains maximum number of dhatus. In the more than 2100 dhatus, this contains a great many. The vikarana pratyaya for this gana is shap. This is a pratyaya. Always in pratyayas, the last letter, the last hal is to be omitted. Halantyam is a rule there. Shap means pakara is it, that is to be omitted. And shakara in the beginning of the pratyaya also is to be omitted. So shap practically means a, because shakara and pakara omitted. We will take one example of this shap vikarana gana. Pat. Pat means vyaktayam vachi, the dhatu patha. That means to speak clearly. Of course, practically we are using this dhatu to signify reading Pat. After this pat, this shap vikarana is added, and then the case termination for that particular time. Suppose it is vartamana kala. Tip is the pratyaya. So the formation of the word in the first person, in the third person. In the third person of pat, singular number. Pat plus shap plus tip. Pat plus a plus ti. Pathati. This is the present tense form in the third person. Generally, when you study dhatus, third person singular number is indicated to indicate a particular dhatu. Suppose if I say patati dhatuhu, that means pat dhatuhu. So this gana is distinguished by this pratyaya, this vikarana pratyaya, this shap. That means all the dhatus contained in this gana have this vikarana pratyaya in 4 times, that is in 4 tenses. Vartamana kala, anadyatana bhutakala. Anadyatana bhutakala means perfect, you may say not pertaining to today, past tense not pertaining to today. Vartamana kala is present tense. And then what you say, this lot, that is, this is prashna, prardhana or ajna. For indicating ajna or prardhana, a particular pratyayas are there. Along with those pratyayas also, this vikarana pratyaya has to be used. And also, there is one potential mood. Potential mood. Previously that ajna prashna in English is called, what is that called? Imperative mood. That is the English translation of this ajna prarthana. Potential mood. Potential mood also, it's a certain case of mood. You should do this. You must do this. Like that. In the usage of this type of sentence, we use potential mood. For potential mood also, this shap vikarana is to be used. So this is about the first dhatu gana. The second dhatu gana, the rule says shapo luk. This is called adadi gana. That means in this gana, ad is the first verb, first dhatu. Ad bhakshane, to eat. In this particular dhatu, shap vikaranam will be dropped. Look means dropped. Earlier we have dealt with this look. So this ad and shap and tip, the formation of present tense, third person, singular number. Shapo look, that means shap is dropped. Ad plus ti. After dakara, if you utter takara, dakara also will become takara because of a sandhi rule. So atti is the form. This is called adadi gana. Third gana is called juhotyadi gana. Because juhoti is the first dhatu introduced in this gana. Juhoti plus adi, juhotyadi. The characteristic of this gana is, here this shap is dropped by a word called shlu. Previously we have dealt with this look and shlu. Look means simply dropping. Shlu means not only dropping, This slew dropping has got the effect of reduplicating the dhatu. That is, dhatu is repeated. This is juhotyadigana. For example, da is a dhatu. Da, dani, to give. Here, for da, you have to add a shap and a tip. Shapoho shluhu is the rule. That is, shap is dropped and da is reduplicated. So, da plus ti. And da, the first abhyasa, this is called abhyasa. There is a particular kriya about this abhyasa. It becomes short. Dadati is the format. Third person, singular number. Dadati means he gives. He or she gives. This is third gana. Fourth gana is called Divadi gana. This gana, the first dhatu is diva. Kridadishu, playing, etc., etc. Many meanings are there for this diva. This diva, it has got a, in the place of shap, vikarana pratyaya, this takes syan vikarana. Syan. Shap will be replaced by syan. Syan means here also nakar is dropped, shakar also is dropped. So what will remain? Ya will remain. So the format will be div plus syan plus tip. Here it has got an effect of elongating the first ikara. Divyati is the form. Divyati means he plays. He plays dice, especially dice, Juta Krida. This is the fourth gana. This is called Divadi gana. Fifth gana is called Swadi gana. Su Adi. In this group of dhatus, Su is the first dhatu dealt with. Su means abhishave. Generally we use it for extracting the juice of a particular plant or particular fruit. Extracting the juice. This gana, the shap is replaced by a particular pratyaya, shunu. Shunu. Here also, shakar is dropped. Shakar being the first letter in the pratyaya, it is dropped. So, nu will remain. So, su plus, if you want to prepare the present tense third person singular form, we have to add this nu and also tip. Su plus nu plus ti. This tip has got the effect of creating guna in nu. So it becomes no. Sunoti is the form. Here the vikarana pratyaya is shnu. Next gana is sixth gana. That is called Tudadi gana. Here in this gana, Tuda Vyadhane is the first dhatu. Vyadhanam means pida, inflicting injury, like that. Here, Tudadi gana, shap is replaced by sha. Again, this sha, shakar is omitted, so a will remain. So, Tuda plus sha plus tip. Tuda plus a plus ti. Tudati. He inflicts injury. Vyadhayati. Ichartha. What is the difference of this shap and sha? In the first gana, shap is the vikarana pratyaya. Here, sha. The only difference is shap, because it is a pith, pakara is dropped, that creates guna whenever the dhatu contains ikara, ukara, rikara, rikara. Sha will not create guna. So, tuda plus a plus ti, that becomes pudati. It will not become todati. Guna is not adesha here. So, this is the sixth gana. Seventh gana is called rudhadi gana. Rudha adi gana. Rudha is the first dhatu contained in this gana. Ruthir avarane, the dhatu patha. Avarana means covering or preventing, obstructing, like that. Here the vikarana is snam. Snam, makar is it, shakara is it. Because here makara is it, this snam vikaranam will be coming after the last vowel of the word on which this is employed. So, rudha, what is the last vowel here? After refa, ukar. After this ukar, this snam will come. So, runadhi will be the form. Ru plus na plus thi. After refa, nakara becomes nakara. Runadhi. This is the present tense, third person singular number. This is seventh gana. The eighth gana is tanadi gana. This is the, in this gana, tan is the dhatu first introduced. Here, the shap is replaced by simply u. U is the pratyaya here. Vikarana pratyaya. So, tan plus u plus tip. Tip makes u into o, guna. So, tan plus o plus ti, tanuti. Tanu vistare is the ganapatha. Tanuti means he spreads, he expands. Vistarayati icharthaha. This is a tanadi gana. Again, ninth gana is called kriyadi gana. Kri plus adi. Kri is vinimaye, dravya vinimaye. That is exchanging goods. In the olden times, selling and purchasing was by exchanging goods, barter system. So this is buying. Kri means buying. If you add V before this Kri, it becomes selling. Vikrayanam and Krayanam. Krayanam means buying, Vikrayanam selling. So here the shap is replaced by shna. This is the vikarana pratyaya for this gana. Shna, shakara is dropped, so na will be situated there. So, kri plus na plus ti, it becomes krinati. After refa, nakara is converted to nakara. So, krinati is the form. Krinati is the form of present tense, third person, singular number. Krinati means he buys. And final and 10th gana is churadi gana. In this gana, chur is the dhatu first introduced. Chura steye. Steye means stealing. 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 Chorayati is the format for the Vartamana Kala. Here, along with tip, nich is a pratyaya specially added here. So, chura plus nich plus tip will become chorayati. All these things in detail we will take up later in our later study. Nich, in the place of shap, nich will be coming. Shap also will be there, but nich is additional. All these 10 ganas, to be able to remember, there is a little sloka, karika. Vadyadadi juhotyadihi divadi swadirevacha tudadischa rudhadischa tan kriyadi churadayaha is the sloka listing out all these dhatu ganas names. Vadyadadi, vadi adadi, juhotyadi, divadi swadirevacha, swadihi evacha, tudadischa, also tudadi, rudhadischa, also rudhadi, tan kriyadi churadayaha, all these are combined. Tanadi, kriyadi, churadi gana. This vikarana pratyaya is in English grammar, it is called conjugational prefix or conjugational suffix. Let us say suffix because it comes after dhatu, it comes before tip, it comes after dhatu. So conjugational suffix. In English they are called, these 10 ganas are called 10 conjugations. And these dhatus are again classified in 3 ways. That is, set, anit, wait. The second point. Set means sa, it. It sahitaha ityarthaha, which comes along with it. Anit, na it. It rahitaha, it is not there. Third is wait. Wait means va it. It is optionally used. It may be used, may not be used. That is called wait. So these dhatus are classified again as set dhatavaha, anit dhatavaha, wait dhatavaha. Where this it will come, it is nothing but a agama coming before the pratyaya. Especially later on I will be explaining sarvadhatuka, ardhadhatuka pratyayas. Before ardhadhatuka pratyayas, this it is to be prefixed for set dhatavaha. It need not be prefixed for anit dhatavaha. Wait, it may be prefixed or may not be prefixed. For example, set dhatu, we will take one example. There is one format. Bhavishyati. Bhudhatoho bhavishyat kala kriyapadam. Third person, singular number. Bhavishyati ante he will become or she will become. Raja bhavishyati, he will become a raja. Rajni bhavishyati, she will become a rajni. How this bhavishyati form is obtained? In the order we will see. Bhu is the dhatu. And then this bhavishyat kala sya iti pratyaya. For this bhavishyat kala sya iti pratyaya. This is sya is a ardhadhatuka pratyaya. That is why it is to be, it is a, bhu is a set dhatu. So it is to be prefixed before ardhadhatuka. That means before sya, e has to come. E plus sya, this e will make this sakara into sakara. So isya will become ishya. So bhu plus e plus sya plus ti is the format. Bhu is the dhatu, e is itagama, and sya is the pratyaya for bhavishyat kala, ti is the general pratyaya for all verbs. for third person singular. So, bhu plus e plus sya plus ti, when you perform this guna, etc., it will become bhavishyati. Here, it is prefixed to the pratyaya sya. This dhatu bhu is called set dhatu. Other examples of set are khan, to dig, khan, avadarane, khanati. Here also kanishyati, because idagama is there. Creed dhatu. Creed means to play. Creedru vihare is the dhatu patha. Here bhavishyat kala rupa will be creedishyati. Here also idagama is there. Khadr bhakshane. Bhavishyat kala Kadishyati. Here also idagama is there. Jvara is another dhatu. Jvara roge. Jverishyati. Jvala deeptav. Shining, burning. Jvelishyati. All these future tense forms are having idagama, because these are it dhatava. For prefixing this idagama, there is a particular sutra which will be coming across afterwards. Ardhadhatukasya id valadehe. For ardhadhatuka pratyayas starting with val pratyahara, the letters contained in val, starting with these letters, id agamaha is to be prefixed. Now we will go to the second variety, anit. Na it, anit. Here, id agama is not prefixed to ardhadhatuka. We will take one dhatu, for example, gamru gatau, gam, to go. Here, ganta is the form for bhavishyat kala. Here there is no idagama. Even though this pratyaya tas is ardhadhatuka, before tas idagama is not coming, because it is anit. Ganta. Pa, another example. Pa, Pāṇini, that means a drink. Pāta. Tas is the pratyaya, pa is the dhatu. Even though tas is ardha dhatuka, idagama is not there. Pāta. Now we will go to the third variety, wait, where idagama is prefixed before valadi ardha dhatukas. They are called wait. Vikalpena. They are prefixed optionally. We will take 2 or 3 examples. There is a dhatu klisha. Klisha means upatape. Here, the bhavishyat kala rupa is, with idagama, it is klesita. With no idagama, it is kleshta. Another example, chamush sahane. Cham. Sahane means to pardon. With idagama, the bhavishyat kala rupa is chanta. Without idagama, chanta. With idagama, Kshemita. Cham plus E plus ta. When E is not there, cham plus ta. Ma is purva para anunachika, parasavarna anunachika. Chanta. Another example is muha, mukha dhatuhu. Muha vaichitye. Muha means getting confused. Moha. With idagama, the bhavishyat kala form is mohita. Mukha plus E plus ta. Mohita. With no idagama, modha or mogdha. Two forms are there. So this is briefly about set, anit and wait. There are a particular 30 or 35 sutras are there containing all the niyamas, all the rules about this idagama. We'll be getting that in due course. But the understanding of this rudimentally, it is important to understand the next chapter. Again, we'll go to the third point. Parasmaipadi, Atmanepadi, Ubhayapadi. These are the names of pratyayas. Atmanepada pratyayah, Parasmaipada pratyayah. When alternately Parasmaipada can be used or Atmanepada can be used, that dhatu is called Ubhayapadi. Where Atmanepada pratyayas are enjoined on dhatus, though dhatus are called Atmanepadi dhatuhu. Atmanepadi means it has got Atmanepadam. That is the meaning. Where Parasmaipada pratyayas are employed, that dhatu is called Parasmaipadi. In certain cases, both are allowed. Then it is called Ubhayapadi. That is Parasmaipada as well as Atmanepada. In fact, what are the meaning? Briefly explain the meaning. Parasmaipada. Parasmai means for the sake of the other. Not yourself. When the dhatu, the effect of dhatu or the performance of the work in dhatu is done for the sake of others, it is a Parasmaipada pratyaya. Pratyayas named Parasmaipada are to be used. When the effect of the dhatu, effect of the kriya, action, it is enjoyed by the doer himself, it becomes Atmane. Atmane means for the sake of Atman, our own self. And Ubhayapadi means when the effect of the action in dhatu, it is enjoyed for your own sake, then it is Atmanepadi. Or if it is done for the other man's sake, it is Parasmaipadi. So it takes both the pratyayas. That was the system in the olden times. But here, that meaning is not strictly followed. Only dhatus are enlisted, certain Parasmaipadi dhatus, and then certain Atmanepadi dhatus, Ubhayapadi dhatus. But strictly speaking, when the action of the word in the dhatu, action of the verb in the dhatu, it is enjoyed by him, oneself, the karta, only Atmanepada pratyaya is to be used. It is not strictly followed. Only dhatus are classified in three ways. Certain dhatus are Parasmaipadi dhatus, and then certain Atmanepadi, certain Ubhayapadi. For example, I will give one or two examples of this Atmanepadi, etc. Atmanepada pratyaya is signified by a sutra Anudatta Gnita Atmanepadam. When the dhatu has got anudatta swara to be dropped or ngakara to be dropped, that dhatu, against that dhatu, atmanepada pratyayas are to be used. For example, anudatta it, I will take one example. Edha vruddhau is the dhatu patha. Edha means to grow. Edhate is the format. Vartamana kala, third person, singular. Edhate, he grows. Here, te is used. That te is called atmanepada pratyaya. This is anudattet example. Edha is anudattet. Anudatta swara is in the end, that is to be dropped. Edha, akara is there, that is to be dropped. Ed plus syap plus te. Edhate. Ngakara it. Dhatus containing in the last ngakara, they also take atmanepada pratyayas. Example is vandanga. Vandanga. At the end we have got ngakara, that is to be dropped. So vanda, it will become vanda. So vandate is the form. He salutes, he praises. Vandate. This is atmanepada pratyaya. Poong, pavane is one dhatu. Pavate is the format. This is also atmanepada pratyaya. And then we will go to this atmanepada pratyaya, which is to be used when the object of the verb is enjoyed by the karta himself. Swarita, that is swaritet. That means swarita swara is there, which is to be dropped. And nyit, cha cha ja cha nya, nyit, where nyakara is there at the end of the dhatu, and that is to be dropped. That also takes atmanepada pratyaya. Kartrabhipraye kriyaphale. Example is dukrui karane is one dhatu. To do is the meaning. Here we have got dukrui. Do also is anubandha, which is to be dropped. At the end we have got nya. So this is ubhayapadi dhatu. Ubhayapadi pratyaya. It takes ubhayapadi. And is parasmaipada as well as atmanepadi. It is called ubhayapadi dhatu. So it has got two forms. If it is parasmaipadi, karoti. If it is atmanepadi, kurute. In olden times, it was used, karoti is used when the action done for the others, and when the action is done for his own sake, it is kurute. But this difference has now faded. So also, kinyu is one dhatu. Kinyu, chayane, it has got nyakara as it. Chunoti is the parasmaipada form. Chinute is atmanepadi form. So also, punge pavane. Previously I told punga ngakara. That takes atmanepadi. This is punga nyakara. So this takes both the pratyayas. If it takes parasmaipadi, it is punati. If it takes atmanepadi, punite. So this is briefly atmanepadi, parasmaipadi, ubhayapadi. And then we will go to the fourth point. Pratyayas. Previously we have dealt with dhatus. Now we will deal with pratyayas. Pratyayas are of two kinds. Sarvadhatuka pratyayas and ardhadhatuka pratyayas. They are classified like this. It will be studied by us later on. Ting sit sarvadhatukam. That means ting pratyayas. Ting pratyayas are 18 in number. Tip, tas, ji. Sip, tas, tha. Mip, vas, mas. Ta, atam, ja. Thas, atham, dhvam. It, vahi, mahi. They are 18. If you take them as a pratyahara, all these pratyayas to be included in a group, ting pratyahara. So, all the pratyayas included in this ting pratyahara, they are sarvadhatukams. So also, sit pratyayas. Pratyayas having shakara as it. For example, shetru pratyaya, shanach pratyaya, shanan pratyaya. So also, they are called sarvadhatuka pratyayas. All the other pratyayas are classified as ardhadhatukam. The rule says, ting sit sarvadhatukam ardhadhatukam seshaha. But two lakars I will be explaining afterwards. Lit, paroksha bhutakala, and asir ling. Ling in the case of blessing, benediction, benedictive pratyaya. They are classified as ardhadhatuka. In bhavati, we will take one example. Bhavati is a word form in a present tense. Here, bhu is the dhatu, shap is vikarana is there, and then tip vikarana is there. Shap and tip both are sarvadhatukams. Examples of lit I will give. Paroksha bhutakala. Babhuva is the form. He existed long back, which is not seen by the Vakta or the Shrota. Here, bhu is the dhatu. The formation has to be analyzed like this. This lit pratyaya, it reduplicates the dhatu. So, bhu plus null. The null is a nakara, it. It is dropped. Lakara also is dropped. So, a. Bhu plus a, babhuva. This lit is a ardhadhatuka pratyaya. Some other pratyayas we are going to come across in the next pada we are studying. There, ardhadhatuka pratyayas mostly are given there. Tas is a pratyaya. It is classified as ardhadhatukam because it is not a thing or sit. Bhavita is the future tense form. There, this tas pratyaya is there. Tumun pratyaya. Tumun pratyaya is employed when you are going to do two actions, and in the same sentence all the two actions are, and the one action is for the sake of the another action. So then tumun pratyaya is used. Patitum. Pat plus tum. Here idagama comes because tum is ardhadhatuka. Pat plus e plus tum. This is called tumun pratyaya. Patitum gacchati. Patitum gacchati. Here we have got two verbs. Pat and gam. Gam is to go. He goes in order to study. Pat means studying, read. He goes in order to study. So, in order to study, kriyardha kriya. There you have got tumun pratyaya, patitum. This is also ardhadhatukam. truch pratyaya. This is also ardhadhatukam, added to dhatus. For example, kartru is one word. Kru is a dhatu, to do. To signify doer, the person who does, truch pratyaya is to be added. Kru plus tru becomes kartru. Kartru means the doer. In prathama vibhakti ekavachanam, it becomes karta. This is also ardhadhatuka pratyaya. So also katva is one pratyaya. Katva. If a person does two verbs in the same sentence, whatever verb he is doing, whatever kriya he performs, before it is tva pratyaya is added. Patitva swapiti. He does the reading, also he sleeps. Before sleeping, he reads. Patitva swapiti. Another pratyaya is tavya pratyaya. Tavya is vidhi, to signify vidhi. Kartavya. Kru dhatu, tavya is added, to signify to be done, essentially to be done, or fit to be done. So also aniya, this is also ardhadhatuka pratyaya. Karaniya. Kartavya and karaniya, they mean the same thing. There is another pratyaya called kyap. This also signifies the vidhi. That is kritya, to be performed. So in the next chapter, which we are going to read, it contains the pratyayas which are equivalent to kit, and also the pratyayas which are equivalent to gnit. What is this kit and gnit? Kit means kakara it, yasmin. The pratyaya, the form of pratyaya, if it contains kakara as the droppable word, it is called kit. The examples of kit pratyayas are katva. Here kakara is to be dropped. It's a kit. When kakara is dropped, tva, patitva, gatva, suptva, ityadi. This tva pratyaya, as told before, samana kartrukayoho purvakale tva. Kata is one pratyaya, which is a kit. Kata is when you signify a passive voice or impersonal voice, that is karmani prayoga and bhave prayoga. They are called in English passive voice and impersonal voice. Impersonal voice nowadays it's not being used in grammar, English grammar, but previously we used to. That means, for example, karmani prayoga, pathyate. It was read. Karmani prayoga. Patati or apatat. Patati is reads. Pathyate, it is being read. Patati, same tense. Pathyate, this is karmani prayoga. Patati is kartari prayoga. So kata also is used for karmani prayoga. Bhutakale karmani. Udaharanam, kritam, that was done. Patitam, that was read. Bhakshitam, that was eaten. Another pratyaya is there, ktavatu. This also has got kakara as it. So it's a kit pratyaya. Tavatu we have already explained. Tat tavatu nishtha. it is employed in Bhutakala for Kartani Prayoga. That is, Saha Patitavan. Tavatu. Patitavat is the original form. In the masculine gender, it becomes Patitavan. There is another pratyaya called yak, which is employed in Karmani Prayoga or Bhave Prayoga. Pathyate, being read. Likhyate, being written. Here, pat plus ya plus te. Lik plus ya plus te. This ya is called yak. This is a kit. These are some examples of kit pratyayas. And I will go to the nit pratyayas. That is, having nakara as it. For example, there is a word after yaj dhatuhu nang pratyaya. Nang, nang, kakha, gakha, yaj plus nang. Nang, it is having nakara as it, so it is to be dropped. So yaj plus na, yajnaha. Yaj means deva pujayam. The work done in a deva puja is called yajna, sacrifice. Yat, yat plus nang. Yat means to attempt. Yatnaha. Yat plus na, nang. Na is dropped. Prach, to ask. Prach plus nang, prashnaha. These are the examples of nang pratyaya. Nang is exemplified here because this having nakara as it. This is a nit pratyaya. And then we will take up nit pratyayas. Cha, cha, ja, cha, nya. There is a pratyaya, ghain. Gha, afterwards nya. Cha, cha, ja, cha, nya. When you employ this pratyaya on dhatu bhu, bhu plus ghain, nya is dropped. Gha also is dropped. So a will remain. So bhavaha. Bhu plus a, bhu becomes bhau, avadeshaha, bhavaha. Here ghai is a nit pratyaya. We will take up nit example. Nit pratyayas. That is, nakara is it here. Ta, ta, da, dha, na. While pronouncing this nga and nya and na, we should be very careful. Because it is employed in many pratyayas. Ka, kha, ga, ga, nga. Cha, cha, ja, cha, nya. Ta, ta, da, dha, na. Very clearly it will be uttered. Mostly in our regional languages in India, they are mispronounced. Yes. And now we will take up nit pratyayas. I told previously, nich is a pratyaya in Churadigana. Chorayati. Here, nich pratyaya is used. Nich means nakara is it here. Chakara also is it because halantyam. The consonant in the end of the pratyaya will be dropped necessarily. So nich means chakara is dropped, nakara is dropped, ikara stands. So chur becomes chori, chorayati will be the form. Nul pratyaya. Nul, it is nakara it, lakara it. So what will remain? Vu. Vu is replaced by aka. For example, in karaka, after kriv dhatuhu, nul pratyaya is used. This is also nakara it, nit pratyaya. And now in the next chapter we are going to study, we are coming across a pit pratyaya. especially pakara it, pit. And this ting pratyayas, 18 pratyayas I have told, which are to be the pratyayas to be used in forming verb forms from dhatus. Here there are some pit pratyayas which have got a distinctive action, which we are going to consider next chapter. What are the pit pratyayas in this thing? Tip, tas, ji. In these three pratyayas are Prathama Purusha. Prathama Purusha is taken in English as a third person. Prathama Purusha. So the tip is Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam. This is tip. This is a pit pratyaya. It has got a specific action. So also Madhyama Purusha, second person. Sip, thas, tha. Three pratyayas. So Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam is sip. This is also a pit pratyaya. And last three. Mip, vas, mas. Uttama Purusha. This is called in English first person. Uttama Purusha, aham, asmad. So mip is the pratyaya for singular number. So this singular number pratyayas, tip, sip and mip, these three are pit pratyayas in the ting pratyayas. Pit pratyayas, ting pratyayeshu. It has got a specific action. And in the coming chapter, we are coming across a pratyaya called sun. It requires a little introduction. This sun pratyaya, it creates a separate dhatu on the existing dhatu. In ichartha, to convey desire. This is a pratyaya employed to convey desire, to do action. Suppose kr is a dhatu. To do is the meaning. He desires to do. To convey this sense, the sun pratyaya is used. The format is chikirshati. Chikirshati means he is willing to do. He desires to do. Pipatishati, he desires to read. Vivadishati, he desires to speak. So these are the pratyayas employed on pat, kru, vad, original dhatus. When this pratyaya is added to original dhatus, that becomes a different pratyaya and it takes all the tenses and moods, all the lakars. In English it is called desiderative, desire, desiderative pratyaya. Then we will proceed to dasha lakaras. There are 10 different lakars. These lakars are used to construct verbal forms. Present tense, that lakar is called a lat. Lat vartamane. For indicating past tense, we have got 3 lakars. That is lung, lung and lit. What is the difference between them? Lung is general past tense. Any action performed in the past. That is lung. Action performed not today but yesterday or before. Anadhyatana. That is called lung. Lit is a paroksha. Long back, which has not been witnessed by the speaker or the listener. For example, in Kru Dhatu, these three formats will be Lung is Akarshit. He has done. Akarot, Anadjatana. Chakara, lit. So, for different dhatus, we have got different formats. That is to be studied later. And this, for indicating Bhavishyat Kala, we have got three lakars. Lut, Rit and Ring. All these contain lakar in the beginning. So they are called lakars. Lut is Anadjatana Bhavishyat Kala. Bhavishyat Kala, but not pertaining to today, tomorrow or day after. For general usage, it is used. And then the other thing, Lut is Samanya Putakala. Lut is generally used. Lut is used only not pertaining to today. Lut has got restrictive sense. Lut is general. Lut is Samanya Bhavishyat Kala. Bhavishyati. Bhudhatu, Rit Rupam is Bhavishyati. Lut Rupam is Abhut. Babhuva, Abhavishyat is the Ring Rupa. This Ring Rupa is conditional future. Of course, this can be used in conditional past also. Conditional past. If some work has been done, this work would have been done. For example,
had he not come, I would not have gone.
Yes. You have got similar usage in English also. For example, some agricultural worker has been asked by passerby, you are planting some seeds, will they come up, will they sprout? Then he answers, Yadi Varsham Abhavishyat Sasyam Apalishyat. If rains are going to come, then definitely they are going to sprout. Or in the past tense, Varsham has not come, this Sasyam has not grown. Conditional future or conditional past. Conditional future it is listed, but sometimes it can be used in conditional past also. That is called ring. Apart from these lakars, you have got potential mood and imperative mood. For Ajna and Prardhana, lot. For potential mood, Vidhiling. And for benedictive mood, Asirling. So these are 10 lakars. They are called 10 lakars. For this also a sloka is there. Lad Vartamane, Late Vede, Lung Lang Rungchu, Bhute Lung Rung Rukchu. And then Vidhyasi Shostu Linglotau, Lut Rut Rungchu Bhavishyati. This is a sloka written by a Vyakarana Vetta to signify all these lakars. These are 10 in number. So they are called 10 lakars. But these lakars are not directly used. Lakars are substituted by ting prachayas, tip, taschi, etc. etc. So we will come to the refrain of this class by Shanti Mantra. Briefly I have taken up all the introductory remarks. Next class we will start the second pada of the first adhyaya. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvina Vadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.